The gentleman from South Florida, Mr. Mario Diaz-Balart, is recognized for 4 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm actually amazed, Mr. Chairman, that we're even here discussing this issue. You know, we are right now in the midst of a war against terrorism. Should we take steps that help fund anti-American terrorist states, particularly one that's just 90 miles away from the United States? Mr. Chairman, right after 9/11, during the joint session of Congress, President Bush spoke to Congress, and he said, quote, "Either you are with us or you are with the terrorists. From this day forward, any nation that continues to harbor or support terrorism will be regarded by the United States as a hostile regime." And yet, we're discussing an amendment that would provide billions of dollars to a terrorist anti-American regime just 90 miles away from the United States? And Mr. Chairman, I hear, well, but you know, we do business with China. Mr. Chairman, there are 7 nations on the list of terrorist countries: Iran, Libya, North Korea, Sudan, Syria, Iraq. I guess that one is no longer on the list. And Cuba, a terrorist anti-American thug just 90 miles away from the United States. But yet I hear, well, but if he had money, if he only had money, he would change. He would be different. He would do really good things with the people of Cuba and also would become a friendly nation. But Mr. Chairman, what did Mr. Castro, that terrorist thug, do when he did have money? When the Soviet Union gave him the funds, the billions of dollars that now this amendment hopes to replace. What did he do? He had troops in Africa. He was helping terrorists in Africa. He had troops in Grenada, and the U.S. actually invaded Grenada to liberate those people, and there were Cuban troops there, terrorist Cubans, troops there, supporting that communist regime. He was helping the fight democracies in Latin America. He was funding troops throughout the world. That's what he did when he had money. Those that say the embargo have not worked, it sure has worked for the interests of the United States of America. Because that man is not doing what he was doing, exporting terrorism. Now he's limited. He's limited. But this amendment wants to give him billions of dollars so that he can do what he does best: terrorism, anti-American terrorist activities. This is amazing to me, Mr. Chairman, that we'd be discussing it right now. Mr. Delahunt said, though, we can't believe what Castro says. I don't believe, Mr. Delahunt, what Castro says. I believe his deeds. Yes, he says that he wants to get rid of the embargo. Yes, he says that he wants to get rid of the travel ban. And yes, he congratulates Mr. Flake and others when they help him doing that. But his deeds also show that, Mr. Chairman. Here, for example, he has sent out hundreds of thousands of flyers to travel agents, spending thousands and thousands of dollars on glitzy brochures saying, please get rid of the travel ban. No, the record is clear. Let's not fund an anti-American terrorist 90 miles away. Let's not fund a person who has said in Iran that he wants to get the United States to be on its knees. Let's not fund an enemy of the American people 90 miles away. Let's not support this amendment. Let's stand tall with the Cuban people who want to be free, and let's stand with the President of the United States in his war against international terrorism. The way to do that is not by helping Castro, which this amendment will clearly do. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.